frozen chaffles reheating, bacon ready to reheat, and the whole house smells like Vidalia onion. It's awesome. We're having chaffles, eggs for breakfast. Everyone is here. I just sent Stripe out. He's just not on top of the door. Good morning. Well, I'm so glad, Tux, that you've decided that going up top first thing is the way to go. Hi, Morris. Come here, bud. Morris, good morning. Good morning. Good boy. Are you just waiting on me? That's such a good boy, too. So last night I had the video camera about right here, my 70 to 300 lens. So you can see where that box is. Really good relative to the house. The original thought was if we ever had owls, I'd be able to watch them from the front porch, which I can. But this is a more clear camera angle. Well, if we'd have known we were going to have owls in there this year, we might would have trimmed up a couple branches, but we'll do that this fall. Dawn heard her in there calling for him. He's already heard communications. She must be sitting on the eggs and he's, you know, bringing her food and stuff. It's another glorious spring day. I love this time of year. I love fall too. There's Stripey. Yes, you. Hi. Hi, bud. So are you hearing the owls and getting serenaded, Gray, over here in this room? I bet you are hearing them a good bit. Hi. Good morning, princess. Hi. Hi, baby girl. Hi. Dawn is apparently pretty excited about this breakfast. You can see the plates I picked out for Easter with tulipy and irisy type flowers on them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's because I'm going to work you. You know I'm just funning.
I know that too.
I'm trying to make him smile. Will you smile for me, please?
You want me to work.
But I'm letting you do productive exercise today instead of official exercise.
Right. Yes, yes, that's true. This is, I guess, at some level, at least this helps, does other things. Just go up there and burn calories. It's just kind of like, you know, please, if I'm given a choice of your two choices today is burn calories to sit on your butt, I'd rather sit on my butt.
So Dawn and I are going to go up the hill that way and see what we can pull out of the ground that's come up. And then Dawn's going to weed eat across the back property line to the other side of the garage. I trust him up there. I haven't planted much.
Right.
It's a safe zone. That was a little bit of a joke tease, but yeah. Men and weed eaters, yeah. Not allowed in the front yard. I'm probably going to mow across the back here and down the side. I'm going to pick up more sweet gum balls and finish weeding across the front of the house and in the side, you know, work on, I can't finish the side yard. That's too big, but I'm going to do another section over there and I'm going to finish down near Panther. And Dawn's going to go down to the gnome home. It's being overtaken by weeds. We're not going to do that whole area down there today. Well, we probably couldn't anyway. The stilt grass is not coming up yet. I haven't seen any poison ivy yet. It's coming, but it's not here. But other weeds are taking over the gnome home. So I told Dawn he's trusted to go down there and weed around the gnome home. And then there's like, you know, other little stuff. So we're just going to be outside for
hours and hours and
It's 11:40, let's say 4 o'clock probably. Maybe 3 o'clock if we're lucky, but not longer than 4 o'clock. We'll call her. We'll both be really tired by then.
I agree.
We're talking about not mowing near the owl box right now. Give her another week or so.
Yeah, we don't want
to be very comfortable over there on the eggs. We won't be able to put it. We'll see.
We're just not wanting to do any more over there than we have to.
Right. The electric mower is about 20 decibels less than the gas-powered mower. something like that. It's less. I mean, it's definitely less than zero turn, which are really loud. But I'm just saying a regular push gas mower, it is some decibels less. So we don't know if it would disturb her or not. But anything we're doing now, we're going to be thinking about: is it safe or is it going to bother the owl?
Right.
So
Well, right. We don't want to scare her off. We want her to do her thing.
Be happy over there. So. All right. First things first for me is I'm under the house to water plants.
Oh, joy.
Yeah. I didn't look at the temperature, but there's a breeze and it's probably around 70 right now. So it's really darn nice. It's not stinking hot. It's not stinking humid. But you can see the pollen, the footprints down here, and all the black cats have yellow on them every time they sit down. So I may make a dust cloud. We'll see. It's a little windy to be trying to blow and get things to go where you want, but we'll see. The heat pump water heater is doing its thing, so it's a little loud down here, but I'll try to talk a little louder. You know, the things that I really care about are looking good. I'm managing to save 2 Mandevilla vines this year, so that's good. Some of the bigger begonia varieties I have managed to keep going. The salvia made it last year. I just cut it back so it wasn't so tall, and it bloomed within a month, so that's good. I haven't killed. This would be the first hibiscus to ever come out and live a second year. It's that pretty braided one that I got for $3 on clearance, but hopefully it's going to live. You know, if this orchid over here would ever bloom again in the lower blue pot, that would be nice. I have 2 huge geraniums. And of course the coleus and the regular impatiens have totally died. They're annuals anyway. The Scheffalera looks great. The spike plants are hanging in there. They always get they always drop the lower leaves, but they live. The only thing that made me really sad is my hibiscus got too dry, and it's definitely still alive, don't misunderstand, but when it comes out it's going to be a little ugly while it tries to recover. So anyway, I've watered everything, and it's nice to see a few flowers. Here's the hose that Dawn hooked up for me. It's slow, so it takes me about 15 minutes. I have to have patience, but it works great. I don't have to carry in 5-gallon things of water. So it's much better alternative to that. Just taking a minute to enjoy the daffodils. Today might be a peak day for them. I love this one with the dark orange center. Yeah, you can see what we're up against, but we'll pull the big stuff and then Dawn will weed eat it. It's because it's too sunny in this spot. I'm pleased to see that the sparkleberry bush that we moved up here is leafing out, and so is the piece of forsythia and the beautyberry. We exchanged a few words with our neighbor. Dawn got permission to remove one piece of privet on their side of the property line. They also took down one that's basically on the property line. He's inspired to use the come along, do guy stuff. Really strong guy stuff, right?
I want weak.
Huh?
I want to use the weak guy stuff. This manly man stuff is work.
You've been up here using some muscles. I have almost filled the container one time. Of course, it's got some pieces of wood in it. It's not just weeds. I'm making progress, slow but sure. I went a little farther back to the edge of the forest over there, and you know, started back this way some, so I haven't gotten up the hill as far. I'm working as fast as I can. There's plenty to pull. I want it all to look like that and not like that, but I am going to let Dawn weed eat at some point. I guess I'd like to get at least all cleared out, even with that sparkleberry, that big tree. So I'm moving along. The more I pull, the less quick it comes back. It's 3:15 and Dawn and I are exhausted and done. He pulled out 5 or 6 more big pieces of privet. It's pretty much all gone now. And drug it off, and then he's been dragging off the can every time I fill it 3 or 4 times all the way the other side of the driveway. I'm just trying to tell you we're plumb tired. But it looks a lot better. And we hand pulled everything, so that's a little more, slightly more permanent than just weed eating it. If we don't get back up here to the fall, so be it. We set it back a good ways again. That's really all we can do. I got lots of nice nandinas, and all the stuff we planted up here, like I said, is doing good, and I got room to come up with a couple more pieces of forsythia or beautyberry, or whatever else I'd want to plant. There's a little room up here for stuff, so it's just hard to get up here with water. Yeah, I've been bent over basically for 3 hours, and I can't stay bent over anymore. It's all I can handle. Well, we made it as far as the glider, and we sort of collapsed here for a minute. Hey, Donnie.
Hey, pretty girl. This has been the best part of the day, right here, sitting here with my pretty girl.
The glider works out really nice here. We got a nice view of this side of the house and all the stuff growing over here. We're admiring the new growth on the Japanese maples, and
Very pretty.
the dogwood tree here is hanging in there, looking not too bad. It used to be, 2 stalks all the way up, and then one side of it died out.
Well,
We love this tree, but
Yeah, dogwood tree was a fair-sized tree when I moved in here 30-something years ago.
yeah, it's a very old dogwood. And I can see the one down there in the front yard. We just ended up doing more up on the hill than I had originally planned. We gave it the 110% cleanup instead of the 75% give her a go. So we ended up spending, all the time we're going to work today up there. Don's got 1 or 2 small things. We're basically done for the day.
Yeah, I got a couple less physical things to do.
We're showered. We're fed. The camera is videoing for the hawk. Excuse me, owl. Should they have decided to come out. I did hear them while I was in the back with Gray working on the video. I did hear them calling to each other. So anyway, don't know if they've been out of the box while the camera was filming tonight or not. We're headed to do Pokemon Go at South Park, and then up the Lowe's for date
Get
night.
some. Oh, date night. Oh,
yeah.
We're not buying flowers, right?
Of course we are. Bulbs. I wanted to look at bulbs and clearance and anything else that's inspiring.
Oh, goodness.
So Ruby and Jules both have on 12.6.4 now, and Don has navigated to Lowe's now that we've left the park. And it just said minor fixes, so that's not very informative. Dawn got us all the way into the parking lot with no disengagements. Woohoo!
Yeah, she did great. Really very, very smooth. Got over plenty of time. Traffic was a little heavy. Everything was perfect. I mean, she did. You would have thought I was driving.
Yeah, since she's not going to park us when we got into the parking lot,
Right.
Don took over. He took over right before I hit record. But when it starts parking for us,
That's right.
maybe if we can tell it far away, not too
Right.
close.
Tesla needs to have the Tesla parking
We
place.
need Tesla Ruby parking profiles. Pretty pink geraniums. There are some lot of pansies, and there's petunias over there, which are sort of nice. Here's more pansies. Don asked me how many days till it matters. I said 15, but that won't stop me from buying something and taking it in and out of the garage. I picked out Dutch iris and a peony.
Yes, we have
70 bulbs.
15 square feet of bulbs.
Right. Well,
5 per square
they're gonna
foot.
go down the other side of the bridge. Don knows where we have the tulips, but on the other side of the thing that's holding the water.
Yeah.
Don's looking forward to helping me plant those.
I don't think I said that.
You said we can plant them tomorrow. Those were your exact
Well, they're
words.
sprouting,
They're
so I-
sprouting. They
so
need to go in the ground.
So I think that means we can't delay.
Oh, we've got a butterfly, and look at all the pretty red knockout roses. Very nice. Yeah, every columbine I've ever planted has died, and I have always had a shady yard in North Carolina. I just can't keep that plant alive for whatever reason. Well, Walmart certainly has some nice color going on here at the garden center. I've got to go to all of my stores tonight in town. And told Don I really appreciated him driving me around and being out here with me. I would have had him come in, but I figured Jules was better if Don stayed out tonight. Even though we certainly could have had some Don Does Walmart fun. Peeps, and more peeps.